Hi guys, this is my first video that I've ever recorded, so this was definitely a learning process. Things will improve as time goes on, obviously, but this is a starting point, so this is my watercolor. It is for a children's book that I am illustrating and writing. I pretty much have it finished, but I'm doing the artwork for it now. This is all done in watercolor at this point. Right now, you saw I had the pencil sketch laid out. And this is a drawing of my gecko, by the way. That's kind of like a lizard. Again, I apologize for camera changes and things like that, and it's shaking a bit. That will be better in the future. But I was laying down washes of watercolor, and right now I'm laying down like a rubber cement type deal. It's actually called, this is called a fine line applicator. It can be bought in a container, or what I'm using that comes with a really fine tip. It's good for detail. What you do is you put it on with the applicator or paintbrush, and you let it dry, and it will protect the paper from paint. So you can save the color underneath it or the purity, the whiteness of the paper. So right now I'm protecting highlights and things like that I want to be a lighter color, and I let it dry, and now I'm painting on top of it. I'm doing the background and the dark spots first. Generally with watercolor you work light to dark. You can always break those rules, but I generally stick with that. So right now I'm building up the shadows, as it were. I'm doing the midtones going into the shadows. And you want to lay down the colors that you want. As a general rule, you don't want to just think about shadows and highlights, but you want your midtones, obviously. Yeah. I don't really have a super defined light source, I suppose. It's just kind of coming from above. It's more ambient than anything. I wanted my gecko, her name is Beans. She's really cute. I wanted her to stand out a little bit more, so I put a little bit more purple into the atmosphere, because she is primarily like a yellow or yellow ochre, kind of like a warm yellow brown. So as you can see, the rubber cement is still there. Those are those dark kind of yellowy brown. And that's a rubber cement pickup piece, basically. It looks like an eraser, but it specializes in picking up this rubber cement. My paper isn't the best quality at the moment, so it was taking a little bit of the paint with it, but I was okay with the texture, so I just kept going. You have to be really careful with this stuff. It's not good in big areas. You would use masking tape or just lay down paper to cover up areas like that. Yeah, so you can't let this stuff dry or it will stay on the paper. I think it's like less than 24 hours you can keep it on. So it dries in about 15 minutes depending on how thick you apply it. You paint whatever you need to paint, and then you take it off like how I just did. And now I'm doing the outlines. And I used to do only black ink outlines. I've tried many things. There's a style for that, but my artwork is a little bit more softer, a little bit more childlike, and I think the colored outlines look better with that. So it matches, I don't know, it just looks softer. Yeah, sorry. My turquoise hair in the way. I apologize for that. And the shakiness of the video. What you don't see off screen is I have my big watercolor palette. I'll mention that in other videos and what paint I use, what colors I have. But you see my arm reaching across maybe to my left a lot, like there. I have another piece of paper, like a napkin in my hand, paper towel, to wipe off excess paint. When you're doing fine detail work and lining, the last thing you want is for there to be too much water on your paintbrush because you get undesired results. Now I did preserve a lot of the white and highlights that I wanted with that rubber cement, but I went back with a gel pen, a white gel pen for some small details. Sometimes I'll go in with acrylic paint, but this was working fine. So thank you guys for watching. Quality will get better and better as time goes on, but thank you so much.